inside that shrub?
Yes.
Was it your intention to hide the gun under the shrub?
No.
Okay, hindsight's always 20/20, right? You know, defendants think it's a good idea to get on the stand. They think they can perhaps save themselves. And here we know she was ultimately convicted in this, but she tried by sharing her story. Let's bring in our guests and talk about that, what they were thinking as they were watching her testify. Law enforcement expert Sonny Slaughter and attorney Brian Silber, who does both criminal defense work and formerly served as a prosecutor. Brian, having tried cases on both sides of the courtroom as you have, what were your thoughts on her decision to get up there on the stand, how she fared, and then now looking back now, if it's kind of cringy for her and her attorney, you know, thinking, oh gosh, if we would have only stayed silent, maybe we would have had a better shot?
No, because I feel like this is a case with an unexplained death if you understand, you know, the defense's position. You know, they're saying it's not a homicide. They're saying this was an accident, but there's all these other circumstances. So if you're going to come up with the question, it's not what they say. A lot of times the jury wants to hear your version. You know, if it's not what they're saying, well, then what is it? But I think my instincts, how I emotionally felt about her testimony, I just felt like she wasn't being honest. It seemed like she was playing it up for the audience. It doesn't mean what she's saying isn't true. She may feel the need to ham it up to be believed, but I don't think her body language and her tone, just like in that 911 call, really did her, you know, any positive movement. You know, I don't think it moved the needle forward. I think it worked against her. And certainly demeanor and body language and tone and how you give your answers, in many cases, can move the jury more than actually what was said.
You're
and
right,
I think that
Brian.
might happen here.
Yeah, that's a great point. I'm with you 100% on that. You know, and it's funny, as you were talking, I was thinking to myself, if she would have just owned it, right? When I looked at this case, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this sounds like a horrific accident, and a mother who didn't want her son to get in trouble, wanted to cover it up. We found out later, you know, she had, you know, drug dealings going on and other bad stuff she was involved in. But if she would have just owned it, you know, Sonny, tell me, you know, you have experience interrogating people, asking the right questions, having, you know, criminals lie to you. When you think back, if she would have just been honest from the outset, do you think this could have all progressed differently for Robin Howington?
Yes, I do. I think she should have just owned it, said what happened, acknowledged any of the other, excuse me, aggravating factors around the drug use and all of those things. She didn't have to hide. If this was truly an accident, she didn't have to hide anything. She just should have done what was necessary to try and save her child. Taking the gun outside, I thought, was really off-putting that she did that before she said she put a towel on a child. And then all of this fake emotion on the stand did not play well. I think, as my co-guest said, Brian said, she really had to take the stand because this was the direction that they were going in. But the fake crying, she should have just told her story as it was. When you tell your truth, even when people don't like you, they can hear you. I could not hear her for who she was beyond all of the fakeness that she brought to the table.
Boy, I like how you said that, Sonny. It's like she oversold it, didn't she? She oversold it, overplayed it up, and it did not come off as genuine. And those jurors, you both know, juries are smart. They see right through it. You know, they're good people. Just like us, you can make assessments, use our common sense, and say, something doesn't pass the smell test with this lady. Sonny and Brian, stand by kindly, please. We've got to hit a break. When we come back, we're going to show you more of Robin Howington's testimony as the state confronts her about the numerous lies that she told police. We'll be right back.